If you're living in abroad, in America, in the US, in the UK, in Australia, in Switzerland, this video is for you. Because there are many people who are coming from these parts of the world who want to visit the KAKANDE ministry. But in one way or another, they find, they encounter challenges on how to get the visa to travel to the KAKANDE ministries. And I've done a video about how to travel to KAKANDE ministries. And I've told that you need a passport. Definitely, if you're coming from abroad, you should have one. You should have a passport, yellow fever vaccination, COVID vaccination. And also, you are required to have a visa. For us who are coming from African, in African nations, it's just visa upon entry. You just enter with your passport and they stamp your visa and you come right in. No application, no nothing. But if you're coming from abroad, you need to have a visa which you apply for, and you wait until you are given that visa for you to have access to come to Uganda, Kampala, to the KAKANDE ministry for your special touch. Hello guys, thanks for watching. I'm Cleophas Wanyama, Cleominister. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're watching me for the first time. In this channel, we talk about the deep things of God in Christ Jesus. This is a Christian media. And if you want to donate to whatever I am doing, use the information at the description box or at the comment section pinned below. So guys, how to get a visa to come to KAKANDE ministry if you're living in abroad? Now, most of you probably have tried, and you have said that when they ask you, what are you going to do in Uganda? You say that you're going to visit the KAKANDE ministries. Now, once you say you're going to visit the KAKANDE ministry, the immigration people, they'll ask you to have an invitation letter from the KAKANDE ministry, which is very impossible. The KAKANDE ministries cannot write invitation letter to everybody who visits their church. It is not possible. They cannot write individual letters to everybody who wants to visit. Now that's where the challenge is. People have contacted me asking me how they can get invitation letters to attend special touch at the KAKANDE ministries, and I usually tell them upfront it's definitely difficult to get an invitation letter from the KAKANDE ministries because many people are going there. So it's not easy for them to write invitation letters for everybody who wants to visit. And sometimes I've helped people from who are coming from these nations to enter Uganda. Myself, I'm based in Kenya. As I usually tell you, I'm based in Kenya. I live in Kenya, in Mombasa, Kenya. But now my maternal roots are in Uganda. All my relatives, my mom's side, my mom was born in Uganda. My mom is Ugandan, so I have relatives in Uganda. That's why I know many things which are happening at the KAKANDE ministries, because not like you. For me, I've known KAKANDE ministry for many years. I've known the ministry like over 20 years. Since I was a small boy, I used to know KAKANDE ministries. So, and this is why I say that let me help people with this information. I can make, you can make a difference by helping people with the information, because I once was there and I saw people who are struggling, people who are stranded, people don't know how to go about in many things, so that when they arrive the church, they don't know how to go about many things. So I decided to come up with these topics of educating people and giving people information on how to attend the KAKANDE ministry, so that when you go, you are not stranded, you know what to do. Now, I have given invitation letters to some people who are coming from abroad, and they successfully came to Uganda. Now, these are people who try to come in as a KAKANDE ministry. They try to come they try to tell the immigration that they are going to KAKANDE ministry, and now they are told to produce a letter from the KAKANDE ministry. And because it was impossible, because they could not get that letter, they came to me for assistance. What I did is that I talked to my relatives who are in Uganda, because I am a Kenyan. I'm a Kenyan citizen. I cannot give you an invitation letter to Uganda, and I live in Kenya. But now I talk to my cousins, I can talk to my uncles in Uganda. They write a letter to the people who are intending to come to Kakande Ministry. So they write a letter informing the immigration that this guy, is my friend, is coming to visit me. And when they write that letter, they give it to me. I send it to them. They take the letter to the immigration, and then they're given access to come to Uganda. Now, I used to do that for quite some time until now. The immigration also began to ask questions. Why is this particular person inviting many people, from this part of the world? What's happening? The immigration started asking questions because I was using my cousin to write that letter. Now, the immigration were wondering, this one person, you're inviting like, let's say, 12 people to Uganda over a period of 6 months. What are you doing? Why are you inviting these people? Are you planning anything? So because of that, it caused issues, and I stopped helping people to get invitation letter. I used to assist them. If people would contact me, they needed invitation letter, and I would talk to one of my cousins in Uganda, and the person who contacted me will give me their names and everything. I'll tell them, write a letter inviting this kind of person to Uganda, blah blah blah, and then they'll write the letter, they give it to me, and then I send it to the person whom I'm talking to, and then they'll be given access to Uganda free of charge. I never used to charge; it's free. But now, because I had written so many letters, it started to look suspicious. I stopped. Now, for you to enter Uganda, now I came up with a solution. If you want to come to Uganda, you are coming from Germany, from the US, you come in with a tourist visa. It is easy to come in as a tourist. That's what most people do nowadays who are coming. I advise them, if you are applying for a visa, come in as a tourist. Because if you say that you're going to Kakande Ministry, they'll require a letter from the Kakande Ministry which you don't have. They'll want you to prove that you're going to Kakande Ministries. So they'll require you to have a letter, which will not be able to have that letter. So for you to, if you want a visa to come to Uganda, apply as a tourist. Come as a tourist. Say you're coming as a tourist. Just go through the process. Yeah, there is an online e-visa platform. There's a Ugandan e-visa platform. You can just Google it, Uganda e-visa platform, whereby you go and apply for the visa. There's a certain fee, definitely you pay. They ask you for the passport, the yellow fever, and everything. I know many people who have done that successfully and have been able to travel to the Kakande Ministry. They went and they even went back to their country. So when you are coming to Uganda, if you are in abroad, in America, US, UK, Germany, Finland, Sweden, whichever country which is not Africa, come in as a tourist. Apply for a tourist visa. It is easier that way. Because at this point, I cannot write to you an invitation letter because I've done that for many people, and the immigration people in Uganda started to be suspicious. Why is this one person inviting many people in our country? And it is not illegal to invite somebody. It's not illegal. But because I knew I was helping people who are coming, who are willing to come for deliverance. So, but now the best way, if you want to come with a tourist visa. Apply as a tourist. You will be able to get your visa and come to Uganda. Come as a tourist. Apply as a tourist. Don't say you're going to Kakande Ministries. Of course, if you're coming as a tourist, you come as a tourist and then you go to Kakande Ministries. Nobody will stop you. After you have entered the country, nobody will stop you from attending the services at the Kakande Ministry. They will not stop you. But now, as you're applying for the visa, and then you say that you are going, where are you going? And then you say that I'm going to visit Kakande Ministries. They'll want you to produce a letter from the Kakande Ministries with a letterhead, with a stamp, with a signature, which is difficult to get. So, as you're coming, apply for a tourist visa. I've seen many people coming to Uganda using a tourist visa. They came in successfully and they were able to receive their touch. And everything went well. I hope, guys, this information was able to help you to come to Kakande Ministries, especially my friends who are living in abroad. So guys, I love you. May God bless you. May God keep you. And see you in the next video.